Hi, third grade. Okay, so I feel like we need to go back over a couple things before we keep rolling with multiplication. I think sometimes when my Zoom calls are going in and out, I don't want you to miss a thing of this really important idea. And the really important idea that I want you to make sure that you understand is our equal groups. Okay, that's what we're going to keep coming back to, equal groups. And we're going to hear this word group, or we're going to use another word for the word group. We're going to use the word set. Okay, equal group or equal sets. And the really important thing for us to remember is that every time when we're talking about multiplication, the group has to be equal. If the group isn't equal, then it's not multiplication, right? We can't multiply. And we saw that there was a question about that in the last chapter, I think. Let me hold on one second, sorry. Let me go back and make sure that I get this right. But in the last chapter, we didn't do this page, but it says, listen to this question. It says, Shane said that he could write related multiplication and addition sentences for 6 plus 4 plus 3. Does that make sense? Can you write a multiplication sentence that goes with that? No, that's just an addition sentence. But if you had an addition sentence like this, 6 plus 6 plus 6, what would that be? It would be 3 sets of 6, so 3 times 6, okay? Because we have equal groups, the equal groups have 6 in it, and how many groups do we have? We have 3, okay? So we're gonna keep going back to this, and we really, really, really need to make sure that we have it all down pat. I don't even have an eraser at home. I have to use a tissue, but it works. In case you lose your eraser, just use a tissue. Not a dirty tissue, use a clean tissue. Okay, so we're gonna go back and just do a few of these, and I want you to just check your thinking and check your understanding, okay? So could you turn to page 153? And you did it yesterday on your own, and I sent the answer key. So you should have checked your work. But I want us to kind of go step by step through it to make sure that you understand what you were doing, okay? So questions 7 and 8 I thought were pretty simple because they were just one-step problems, right? So let's do just number 8 together, okay? We'll do number 8. And here is my other key for you. Draw pictures. Draw pictures, okay? Number 8, Eddie bought snacks for a picnic. He has 3 bags of snacks, and each bag has 4 snacks. How many snacks does Eddie have in all? So draw them. He has 3 bags, 1, 2, 3, and each bag has 4 snacks inside. See how quickly you could draw it? And once you draw it, you see exactly what the multiplication fact is, right? Multiplication fact is 3. I have 3 sets with how many in each? 4, right? So if I skip count, I could do 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So 3 times 4 is 12. He has 12 snacks. Okay? So that one I thought was pretty easy. But then when we look at number 9, what are you going to notice? Ready? Ashley digs 7 holes. She puts 2 seeds in each hole. She has 3 seeds left over. How many seeds are there in all? Is that a one-step problem? Okay, so look at number 9 and draw a picture. Okay, she digs 7 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. She puts 2 seeds in each hole. And then she has 3 left over. So what am I going to do with the other 3? I'm going to just add them on to the end. She has 3 left over, or I could draw them. Could draw 3 more seeds. How many seeds does she have in all? Well, the repeated addition part right here, the multiplication part, how many sets do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 sets, and I have how many in each set? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I have 2 in each set. They're all the same. They're equal. If I have 7 sets of 2, that gives me 2. I can skip count. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That gives me 14 seeds. But that's not my answer, is it? Because my answer, I have to add these other 3 in it. Whoops, don't put them in a circle because I don't want you to think that's another hole. Then that wouldn't be repeated addition, right? They wouldn't be equal. I have to add my 3 more. So she has, is it he or she has 17 because 14 plus 3 is 17. She has 17 seeds in all. Now, if this was a multiple choice question, don't you think that they would put 14 as one of the choices to see if they could catch you? I think they would. At least I would. All right, so I thought that one was kind of tricky. The same is true of 10, 11, and 12. They're tricky. Okay, so let's do, we might not do all of them together, but let's do a couple. And then if you have questions on the Zoom, you can ask me. How about we do 10? It's not erasing very well. All right, well, hopefully you can still see. This is the best I've got, everybody. My cleaner is at school too. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll do it. Can you see? Okay, ready? Number 10. Carla puts 8 pictures on each page of a photo album. She fills 3 pages. She has 5 pictures left. How many pictures does she have? Okay, so she puts 8 pictures on a page and she fills 3 pages. So how many big groups do I have? This is number 10. I have 3 pages and each page has 8. And then how many does she have left? And then she has 5 more pictures, plus 5 more pictures. Okay, so she has 3 equal groups with 8 in each group. So let's see, this would be 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. So she has 24 pictures on those pages. But that's not the answer, because now what do I need to do? I have to take 24 and add 5 more. Okay, 24 plus 5 more would be 29 pictures. She has 29 pictures. Oopsie. Okay? Okay. So do you see how 9, 10, 11, and 12 were a little different than 7 and 8? You had to do 2 steps. How about we try 12? I thought 12 was the hardest. We'll do 12 and then we'll be done. In Mr. Gupta's classroom, there are 4 rows of desks. Each row has 6 desks. Mrs. Lowe's classroom has 3 rows of 9 desks. How many desks are in Mr. Gupta and Mrs. Lowe's classrooms? Is this a 1-step problem? Is this a 2-step problem? Is this a 3-step problem? 3. You might not have even had room on the page to do this one, right? 3 steps. Okay, what's step 1? Step 1, let's find out how many desks are in Mr. G's. Mr. Gupta's. There are 4 rows, and each row has 6 desks. So we could draw it out, or we could say there are 4 rows with 6 desks in each. Draw it out if you need to. Draw 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Let's see. Well, those are columns, aren't they, Queenie? Those are columns. 4 rows. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Are you going to see down here on my floor? And each row has 6 desks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Or I could do 4 times 6. 4 rows, 6 desks. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 4 is, oh, sorry, I'm adding 6, not 4. Oh my goodness. I'm like, why is that not adding up right? You ready? 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 6 is 18. Plus 6 is 24. So 4 times 6 is 24. Am I finished? Not even close. I've only done 1 of the 3 steps. All right, the next class is Mrs. Lowe. Mrs. Lowe, I'm just going to Mrs. L. And she has 3 rows. 3 rows with 9 in each. So she has 9 in this one, 9 in this one, and 9 in this one. Ready? 9 plus 9 would be 18. Plus 9 would be, I'm like laughing because I'm listening as if you're going to answer me, 27. Okay, you ready? I have 3 rows with 9 in each row, so she has 27 desks. Am I finished yet? No. but I'm close. Now, it says how many desks are in Mr. Gupta and Mrs. Lowe's classroom. So now what do I have to do? Combine. So I'm going to come over here, 24 plus 27, 24 plus 27. 4 plus 7 is 11, put the 1 down, carry the 1 up, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 51. Label your answer, desks. That one was really tricky. Okay, so now that you know how we can use multiplication, and I want you to make sure that you realize that every group has to be equal. If the groups aren't equal, then we can't do multiplication fact, okay? So equal groups. The other thing, draw a picture, always draw a picture, or make it so much easier. You could draw it on the side of your book, you could draw it on your you could draw it on a piece of paper, it doesn't matter, draw a picture. Okay, I want you to work right now, before our Zoom, I want you to work on page 154, and so if you have any questions, we could go over those together in the Zoom, okay? Do 154, and then when you finish, you're gonna do 156. And that one you're going to send to me, and I'll write that down on the cop. You're going to do 154 and 156 today, okay? 154, which we'll use some of these, and then 156 is good practice and some old review. All right? Good work, everybody. Make sure you do your extra math. Make sure you get this done, and if you have questions, bring them to the Zoom, and hopefully I'll be able to hear you. Actually, I can usually hear you. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, bye.